All right. Ben, bring us into your topic, sir.
Oh,
Let's go.
Okay. What do you want me to talk about?
Anything
you
you
want me to
want.
talk about manga?
Anything
talk
you
about
want.
whatever is the most interesting.
Okay.
You got a lot of stuff on one topic. Let's go.
Okay. George, do you read manga on Mangadex? Actually, did you read the shit I recommended you yet?
Not yet, dude. You know what I did? I went to my local manga store and I bought more books. And
Hey, there we go, dude. Okay.
Supporting.
I'm trying to read, man.
You're a
I
real
do this.
homie.
Thanks. I do this.
I don't
I have a
understand.
hard time. Shut up, let me Mr. English major. But anyway, I put a book next to like my table, so when I wake up, my lazy ass doesn't want to get out of bed. I just reach for that instead of my phone now, and that's how I've been knocking out some mangas.
Oh, dude,
Ooh.
dope. That's awesome. Okay, so people who aren't homies like George, who pirate their manga like me, we typically read them on they're called manga aggregators, like Kiss Manga, or like sites that compile just a bunch of different manga and they're like competing against each other, kind of. And one of the big ones right now is called Mangadex.
They're competing for like translations, right? Because
no,
for like views.
For like
Side
fame,
views,
Traffic.
traffic.
ads.
All the
Mangadex,
illegals are fighting.
Yeah, Mangadex is one of the higher quality manga aggregators because they don't run ads on their site. They survive purely off donations and like selling merchandise, which is cool.
Yeah.
And their whole shtick is that they're scan later friendly. It's like the whole issue with these manga aggregators is that they just take the scan laters like their manga, the things that they upload, and they just upload it to their own website. So they like divert traffic away from the people who are actually translating and scanning these manga. So that doesn't make them happy.
Right.
And Mangadex, their whole shtick is that they're working with scan laters. They're like, you guys have the majority of the control over how your things get uploaded to our site. And if you don't want it uploaded to our site, we'll delete it. We'll get rid of it for you. You know, all the control is in your hands. You guys have absolute power over your content. Your quote unquote your content. So that's the whole thing. And right now they have this like drama between like 5 or 7 big scan translation groups where they're being whiny little bitches and like it's some really fucking silly shit.
A total impartial information.
Wait. Ben, Ben.
Why are they whiny?
Okay.
Wait, first of all, Ben, how are you getting the info? Like from their Twitter or what?
Are you one of the scan laters?
Like, how are you? Is there Discords that you're getting your?
There are Discords. There are like third parties that compile this information. There's Mangadex, the website, and the moderators behind the website itself. There's a bunch of different parties. I'm reading mainly from this third party guy who compiled all this information in between the Discords and everything. Yeah,
it's
so
a repost shitter.
I also read the first-hand shit that happened in Discord.
Okay.
Dang.
So why are people pissed? What's wrong?
Oh,
so
the translation group, one of the translation groups, they had this weird drama with the Mangadex, with the manga aggregator site or whatever, because they put like delays on their releases, which is a bit odd on this site. So like the moment they finish translating a chapter, they put a delay of like 2 weeks on it on this site, so you can't read it until 2 weeks later.
Why?
So that, well, they claim that they were just testing, like how willing Mangadex is willing to work with them, but some people think it's like greed. Like when they put a delay on it, they'll force the users to go to their website to read it, and so then they get the traffic and ad revenue for people clicking onto their website. And so when they put that delay, this is a really like quick rundown of the situation, but when they put that delay, the users on the manga aggregator site, Mangadex, they got really pissed, and they were like commenting, you know, they were being like the internet, they were shit talking them, they were trash talking them, all that jazz.
Right.
And then the moderators on Mangadex got kind of fed up with it, and they had like some kind of issue. They had issues with the translation groups, and the translation group decided to just completely break it off. They're like, we're done. Delete all our shit from your site.
Damn.
And Mangadex did, because that's their thing. They're like, okay, since you don't want your stuff here, we'll delete all of it. They got rid of all their chapters and manga series on their site. When they did that, all the users got like threw a riot. They were like, what the fuck? Where'd all my chapters go? They got really mad. So they complained to Mangadex. And then the moderators on that the site, they were like, yo, it's not our fault. We can't do anything about it. These guys don't want to be on our site anymore. So you take the complaint up with them. And they did. The commenters and the users got really pissed. So they went to their site, and then they started sending them like hate messages and all that shit.
Damn.
And so like the whole drama right now is that the people in that translation group, they're like, they're seeing it. At least the argument I saw is that they're seeing it as like a position of power, a power differential kind of thing. There's like a lot more users going to Mangadex than the translator site, and so they're complaining that when Mangadex did that, when they pointed the hate towards the translator's site, towards their way, they were like sort of abusing their power, and they're like, the translators are complaining that Mangadex is not being professional, like that you wouldn't do that in a professional setting in a different kind of like industry or job setting.
They're right though. You don't throw your partners under the bus. Like in that respect, I agree.
Yeah, that's what the translators are arguing, and then there are some other people like that aren't. The mod team on Mangadex, they haven't really spoken out on the issue that much. They put up a post, but they didn't talk about like their opinion regarding that claim. They have users defending them, saying that you have to take responsibility for what you did. Like if you're leaving the site, and Mangadex is sort of like, how do you call it? They're passing on the hate towards you, then you have to accept it because you're the one responsible for leaving the site in the first place.
Respecting their wishes, right?
Yes, they removed their content from their site. They're respecting their wishes.
They're holding up to their standard, yeah.
Yeah, so that's their whole argument, the users. Mangadex hasn't taken an official stance on that yet.
So how does this expand it to 5 scanlators? This is just 1.
So that's sort of like the fear-mongering kind of thing. For what I've seen is that all right, you guys read it. You guys watch porn?
What? What's that?
What?
Avidly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
Hentai.
Not a non sequitur. I promise. Okay. So there's this hentai publishing company called FAQ, right?
Oh, I'm aware.
I
don't know what that is.
FAKKU?
How do you spell that? Are they good?
Yes, that.
I
believe.
I know nothing of this website.
Anime?
Okay, you guys don't need to know. Okay,
Anime?
Don't worry about it.
Hentai Haven?
Oh god.
Hey, anyway, let Ben finish before.
He's almost done?
Okay.
Top 10 hentai.
Okay.
I mean, I could grill him for days about this, but let's continue.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about
Anyway,
it.
non sequiturs.
Okay, so them, it's not a non sequitur, okay? Because they're related in a way, as an analogy. So before they went official, quote unquote, by like getting the publishing rights to their content, they were illegally like scanning it and translating it, just like manga, right?
Yes.
And when they went official, they scrubbed the internet of all their old content, and people got like, people were very mad. They were in a hissy fit. They're like, "Where's my porn?" And they're very angry.
I mean, you don't take people's porn away from them. You don't take people's porn away from them. You don't take.
Yes, very, very angry, and they still hold that grudge. They're still mad at FAQ to this day for deleting all their fucking porn that they didn't say get to their hard
So
drive.
that's the real issue here, huh?
Yes. Okay, so so the whole fear-mongering thing with Mangadex is that they're pointing to that situation, and they're like, look, Mangadex is thinking about going official, and when they do, they're going to delete like all of their old content. Yeah, the manga. So that's the fear-mongering part, because Mangadex, they say that they're thinking about going official, but they're really not. It's sort of like a sarcastic joke because it's going to take so much money to get the publishing rights for all these different series that they have on their service.
All right.
And
because it's still technically an illegal service.
yes. So there's like that fear-mongering thing. So that one translation group that like had a hissy fit with Mangadex, they sort of like fear-mongered that idea, and they sort of like it's like a closed circle kind of thing, you know? Groups talk to each other, they're friends, they know each other, and so they got other groups that have had issues with Mangadex in some way or another to also leave. So like 5 or 7 groups left altogether.
Yeah.
We had like a whole post and they all fucking signed it or whatever.
Right.
And then people are just worried that sort of fear-mongering aspect of it is going to spread to other groups, and then they'll leave too. And then people are like saying, "Rip Mangadex." I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. It's too big already. It's grown. Yeah, it's grown way too big and influential for other groups to just straight up leave now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and those groups, it's kind of in this weird place where they want money for doing what they do, but what they do is illegal. And so it's kind of in a weird position, you know, it's a weird spot. And they all have their own websites. That's why they're doing this pretty much, because they have their own ad revenue and trafficking. Other groups, they just straight up upload to Mangadex only. They don't have a website. They don't do anything that where they'll get ads. So those groups, they'll probably stay on Mangadex. They'll just upload their shit like normal.
My manga.
Yeah. Well, it impacts me, dude, because one of the series that I love reading, Kaguya, is gone from that site now. I have to go to this translator to read it.
Boo.
Boo. Dang. Well, I mean, please keep us updated. Sounds
Wait, so what do you guys?
Interesting.
I need to ask your guys' opinions on this. On
Is there any like big big FUs going on? Like, what's the biggest offense that people have told each other? You know, well, I'm gonna kill you. Stuff like that.
Come on, this is the internet. Everybody wants to kill. Like, this is not.
There have been death threats. Apparently, I haven't actually personally read
death threats.
Death threats. They always get thrown around. Okay, like you take someone's point, they're gonna kill you.
I mean, my take on this, I haven't heard anything. Whenever I want to read a manga and I can't find it on one site, I just keep looking on some other one. So wherever I can find it, I mean, for the regular person, for me, it's just wherever I can find it, right? But for people like you, dedicated to like 1 or 2 sites, it pisses you off.
Yeah, I mean, I use Mangadex because I don't want ads. I hate fucking ads. Do you guys have you ever used Kiss Manga?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking hate that site so much.
Riddled
It's fucking
ads.
awful. The fucking ads. Oh my god. I remember Ruby used it once, and then like some kind of adware or malware like tried to fish information.
Does the ad block not?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna take offense. You guys, when you guys throw out names, you guys need to say who these people are. Like, come on. You're gonna say Ruby, and you're not gonna say who this. Freaking George just said AJ like a while back. Nobody knows who's listening, knows who that person is. Come on.
So should we just refer to as my friend?
No,
Yeah,
just give
my
him contact. Give him contact.
Okay, that's fair.
Ruby.
AJ and Anthony are long tenure friends. We went to
AJ, our terrible friend. Ruby, our good friend.
Terrible.
There you go.
You're gonna get an earful.
Yeah, I will. I'm just saying.
Here we
just
go.
ahead.
Love you, AJ.
Beep 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 beep.
He sings me to sleep.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
wonderful.
Kiss Manga adware. Ads are.
Yeah, I don't like ads. I hate Kiss Manga. So that's about it.
Yeah, does the ad block just fix that?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
They have like workarounds now or something. It's like
You have to actually add it
in.
into the
Oh.
You have to
block
learn
origin,
a
ad block.
small bit of like coding knowledge to get around these ads now. Right?
Yeah, because you need the address, the specific addresses that they're trying to communicate with. They're trying to send the data back to. You have to block those specifically because apparently it doesn't automatically.
Oh my. All right.
Yeah, that's why I use Mangadex because no ads, very clean. I feel safe.
Super safe reading my illegal manga.
Yes. Actually, I buy my manga in Japanese, So
Wow.
And
the
you
series
can
I
read
really
it.
like. Yes.
Yeah. That's there's no ads in there, is there? But
No, well, actually there is.
The beginning and the
Oh,
end.
little pamphlets
Yeah,
in there
that's true.
with ads. Yeah.
that's right. You can't get away from ads, man. And I'm glad there are dedicated sites, and that's just how it functions on the internet. Especially people that do things on the side. You know, they need to make money, and maybe they just follow it down that rabbit hole. And people get greedy, but I understand both sides.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a situation.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's only like people do things just to get paid.
It's crazy. Anyway, sponsor us.
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Bring back McDonald's?
Bring back McDonald's.
Bring
Yeah,
back
we just
McDonald's.
talked about
I'll
porn.
work for McChickens and hentai.
Kiss anime, please.
I can't say anime.
Wait, is there a kiss hentai? don't
I believe
know.
it's because anime.
Google it.
That's where I think that's where I watched like some One Piece before.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, dude.
Anything else on this for now?
Not really. The only other news that would be following this would be if they come back. If the groups would come back to this site, that would be it.
You'll have to keep us updated.
Yeah, let us know,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Curious how your topics are all the illegal topics. Vindictus illegal, private server,
Hey.
Mangadex illegal.
This
I'm not-
gray area.
Hey.
I don't pirate my
think
games.
straight
There are
up
things I don't
illegal.
pirate.
Sure, okay.
Oh,
I
God.
like how you word that. You're saying that there's a good amount of things you do pirate, but there's some that I actually buy. I mean, money is hard to come by, right, Ben?
Yen.
Well, I mean, it's like there are
Rupees.
certain things that have been pirated like since the dawn of time. Porn is one of them.
That doesn't make it okay.
Anime is the other.
Support
Music,
your local porn stars.
Napster,
Music.
Morpheus,
Hey, Morpheus.
LimeWire. What's the other one? BitTorrent's still around.
uTorrent,
Yeah, uTorrent.
Mega Upload.
Mega Upload.
Mega
That's just an
Upload.
upload site.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could get direct links from there.
Dang.
I'm just pointing out there's some causality between these, you know.
I'm
him-
just saying,
No, it's
Ben's
fine.
illegal mother.
Causality.
Sucker. Causality.
You bring it into
Causality.
big words.
Explain yourself.
And you're going to jail.
Explain yourself, young. Causality.
Causality, as in you're fucking all these things you're doing are illegal. Next week, while you're doing hacking. These other different
Well,
Can't prove
actually,
it,
you're
just
using
talking
the
about it.
improper word there, young, because
Okay.
you're assuming that
Oh.
something will happen, which means it has not yet happened. So it's
Oh.
not causality.
Dang.
But it's bound to happen, so it's causality.
Yeah, well, bound
Yeah.
it.
Bound to happen. It hasn't happened.
All
That's
right.
just your prediction.
2 weeks from now, he's a crack whore in the middle of.
Crack whore?
Damn, you're only giving them 2 weeks. I feel like there's a few steps in between.
Yeah,
I've been
well,
doing that all
pirating
my life,
manga
don't worry.
and being a crack whore.
No,
Alright.
it's a very
But,
slippery slope.